She was asked another great question. Why would any of our allies work with us to isolate China in a trade war if we are treating friend and foe alike? In other words, why would any of our friends remain our friends the way things are going? Here was her answer.
Why would any of our allies work with us to isolate China in a trade war if we're treating friend and foe alike?
You'll have to talk to our allies who are reaching out to us. The phones are ringing off of the hooks. They've made it very clear they need the United States of America. They need our markets. They need our consumer base. You saw Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the Oval Office with the president saying that he was going to bring down all of their monetary tariffs and their non-monetary tariff trade barriers as well. We've heard from South Korea. We've heard from Japan. The president has spoken to Vietnam. We have Italy coming to the White House next week. There's a reason for that, Sean, and it's because they need the United States of America and our business model and our markets to survive, and the president is using that leverage to our advantage.
Her answer to a very good question, right? The core of this question is something we've been talking about, which is even if Trump puts in tariffs and then cancels them, and you can sort of say we're nominally back to where we were. Like imagine that after whatever pause there is, or like imagine there's no tariffs in the end at the end of the day, even though we already have some, but imagine we go back. There is this irreversible damage that's been done because now the United States is not seen as a consistent and steady partner. We are now seen as, no matter what we say we will do, at least under Trump, at any moment, that might be canceled. Trump did it with the Iran deal during his first term. It's a great question. And Caroline Leavitt's answer is to list countries that called, supposedly. And by the way, the fact that you called doesn't really mean anything. The fact that you called doesn't suggest who's getting the upper hand or who's actually negotiating something that will be better for their citizens.